Shoaib Chaudhary, senior journalist, joining us live from Dhaka. Thank you, sir, for being with us. Salahuddin, talk to us. This is a verdict that Sheikh Hasina has decried as won by a court by an unelected government, whereas the Mohammad Yunus government has called it historic. But tell us in terms of how is the situation, begin by talking to us about in terms of how is the situation right now? How much violence is taking place across Bangladesh?
Thank you very much. As you can see in the video clips, that the Yunus loyalists are now attacking the law enforcement agencies, including police and army. And when this verdict was being read in the ICT, a group of Yunus loyalists went with bulldozers and excavators. What they wanted, in their words, they wanted to turn the house, it's a private house of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, into a playground. And there was the confrontation that you are seeing in the video where it took place, that police and army did not allow them to cause further harm to that property. When the entire nation's focus is on the verdict of the ICT and this anarchy toward the country, Yunus has secretly signed another agreement by handing over a port to a Danish company. So, in one side, Yunus is pushing the nation towards chaos and anarchy. On the other side, he is one after another handing over our properties, our national assets to the foreign companies. So, this is a kind of very complicated situation prevailing in Bangladesh. And in my opinion, this verdict particularly, as we know that Sheikh Hasina currently faces 583 cases, total 324 murder cases, and there are 26 more cases pending with this ICT, so-called ICT. Unfortunately or fortunately, I should say that this court, the so-called ICT, it does not have any constitutional capability of such kind of the trials, because it was basically formulated in 1973 to try the collaborators of Pakistan. Now Yunus, being an illegal entity, he signed a decree and formed this ICT, but I definitely believe that this will be not be accepted in the to the international community at the moment.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to remind one more thing for your kind information that on the December 4th, 1971, Pakistani military handed death penalty to Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and in 12 days we became independent. So when the Pakistani establishment or their puppets in Dhaka are doing this thing, I can only see this is the beginning of the end of the Yunus regime.
Okay, okay. Stay with us. We have Professor Swaran Singh, School of International Studies at JNU, also with us on the broadcast. Thank you, Professor Swaran Singh, for taking time out to be with us. Talk to us. This verdict we were just discussing with Salahuddin Shoaib from Dhaka, whether the international community will accept it or not. He claims that the international community will not accept this, and more importantly, he's saying that what is happening right now is the beginning of the end of Yunus's regime.
There is no doubt that some verdict pronouncing death sentence to the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, a very, very powerful leader of Awami League, will definitely catapult Awami League to energize and unite together to again, make sure that they have their voice heard. And that's also true that around the world, also, I think this will be seen a verdict with certain amount of caution and even suspicion, if I might say. The kind of speed with which the verdict has arrived leaves several issues unanswered. For example, the prosecution had asked for death sentence for three people: Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Wajid, and her Home Minister, Asaduddin Zaman Kamal, also was asked for death sentence, and the police chief, Chaudhry Abdullah, Al Mamun was also asked. But while two leaders have been pronounced death sentence, the police chief, Mr. Chowdhury, has been given only 5 year jail term. So, in that sense, that is a very unequal kind of a verdict. It's also true, I do want to underline that on several counts, legally speaking, and law is always open to interpretations, this is something which is bound to be appealed against in Pakistan, in Bangladesh Supreme Court. There could be several grounds for making such an appeal, whether it is constitutional rights of people in terms of fundamental rights, or it is procedural errors in terms of how admission of evidence on the trial was conducted. There could be evidentiary issues, judicial review issues. There could be political interpretations also. And of course, both at home and international response would also matter in this case. So there are several ways in which, ideally speaking, within 30 days, but even that is an extendable period, this will be challenged in Bangladesh Supreme Court. And during that period of 30 days or more, we will see how Awami League catapults together, and how it is able to showcase its own unity and impact in local politics in Bangladesh, irrespective of the interim government and chief advisor trying to ban Awami League and keep it out of
Right.
elections. So I think both internal and external responses will in a great deal mold or influence or direct how this verdict will be interpreted. There is nothing going to happen in hurry. That's definitely very sure.